Hi guys, it's only natural to continue examining the villain pool of Dragon Age the Veilguard, and today we are investigating Elgar'nan, whose titles could compete with Cassandra's full name.
Cassandra, Allegra, Portia, Calogera, Philomena.
How do you remember them all?
I have them stitched into all my clothes.
No way that fits across your breeches.
I'll use the same approach about Elven propaganda. If you haven't watched the Ghilanain video, watch it first. I explain everything there, but here we will filter the information to get the crumbs of facts from it. Let's start talking. Elgar'nan is the elven god of vengeance and the sun who symbolizes fatherhood and leads the pantheon with the goddess Mythal. Most codex pages address her as his colleague and female counterpart. She appears as Elgar'nan's wife once in a tabletop game, and as far as I researched, all in-game codex pages say that Elgar'nan represents fatherhood, while Mythal does so for motherhood. It doesn't make them a couple. We think they are a couple only if we choose to believe elven myths.
Your legends are half right.
And we will not do it blindly, knowing Ghilanain's story, right? It's pretty fascinating to notice a pattern in Elgar'nan's story that one way or another brings him to the Titans, or to the pillars of the earth, as some codex pages call them. One legend implies that he was born from the sun that touched the land. The story suggests that the sun is Elgar'nan's father, which helps us logically assume that the land was his mother. It looks like a bedtime story about how mother and father fell in love and made a baby, but let's play along and pretend that the land was truly Elgar'nan's mom. What creature could fit into this earthy, magical description? The Titans, of course, which makes Elgar'nan a Titanborn. However, I recommend taking this legend as a symbolic reference to his perfectly real elven parents. According to this legend, the sun got jealous of the favor shown by Elgar'nan for the things of the earth, and the sun burned them to ashes. So daddy got mad that his son had a better relationship with his mother, and she took the hit. It's practically domestic violence in fable wrapping. Well, anyway. Elgar'nan, believe it or not, didn't like his father's actions towards his mother and threw the son down into the abyss. Later, he brought his father back because of Mythal's intervention. If we shake off the mythical shell from this legend, we might deduce that Elgar'nan was the first son of a previous powerful ruler, because many civilizations used the symbol of the sun to represent untouchable divinity or fierce power, even in our real world. The sun could even be one of the forgotten ones, and we know that the old gods are trapped in the abyss, in the physical world, where darkspawn can find them and start a new blight. Also, we know that the abyss or the void could mean the deep roads. Several in-game confirmations prove this theory. The codex page from the Shatter library shows that the Evanuris had built mansions in the void before Solus created the Veil and separated the Fade from the world. It's another explanation for the elven architecture in the land of Titans, or today's dwarves. I prefer to ignore most of the elven legends about Elgar'nan because they contradict each other. The previous story suggested that a Titan was his mother, but the chronicles, songs, prayers, and Solus clearly show that Elgar'nan, along with other powerful elven mages, was a general at war.
The Evanuris were elven mages? How did they come to be remembered as gods?
Slowly. It started with a war. War breeds fear. Fear breeds a desire for simplicity. Good and evil, right and wrong, chains of command. After the war ended, generals became respected elders, then kings, finally gods.
Allegedly, one of the wars that led him to godhood was with the Titans. He even commanded his slaves to build his statue from the body of a defeated enemy. Also, Mythal killed one of the Titans. The mural in Trespasser DLC shows us a picture where the Titan took the blow into its lyrium heart. Some people say this heart looks like the sun, but honestly, I think it's something more of a star. So I will not even consider it as a reference to the sun. Jaws of Hakon DLC conveniently proves that there never were gods in Elven-rhino-ninja-turtles. Elgar'nan, one of the Forgotten Ones, the old elven gods that are now trapped in the abyss, left a message. There are no gods. There is only the subject and the object, the actor and the acted upon. Those with will to earn dominance over others gain title not by nature, by deed. I am Elgar'nan, and I refuse those who would exert will upon me. Let Andriel's bow crack. Let June's fire grow cold. Let them build temples and lure the faithful with promises. Their pride will consume them, and I, forgotten, will claim the power of my own apart from them until I strike in mastery. Elgar'nan literally accused the Evenuris of being posers and windbags and then wished them all to burn in hell. And honestly, it sounds like, I will have the last laugh, losers. But, okay, I'm imagining things now. But yeah, it doesn't look good for Elgar'nan. In addition to poorly controlled smugness, Elgar'nan had anger issues. No one could calm him down except Mythal. Eventually, she even took his job of delivering justice because he had a reputation for burning things down.
She was the best of them. She cared for her people. She protected them. She was a voice of reason. And in their lust for power, they killed her.
If we come back to the Titan lore, it says that the dwarves were scared of Elgar'nan's fire. So Mythal was like a voice of conscience, of wisdom for him, and I think that was the reason why she was killed. The other Evenuris didn't need her mothering vibe for whatever they were planning. And knowing Ghilanain's story, it was something super awful. Look at him, he ended up having giant rhino horns sticking to his back. Ugh. Another proof of Elgar'nan's poorly regulated temper and Mythal's diplomacy was the text from Shattered Library, Duel of 100 Years. Some myths suggest that Felindin was their son, but I find it a bit dramatic, to be honest. We know for sure that all of the Evenuris were war generals. What's the point of them all being blood-related? It looks like another propaganda to create a united collective of like-minded individuals to appear stronger. They are more like a gang than a family. So it looked like a younger member of the gang challenged his elders, nothing more. Well guys, let's start a discussion, because to me, Elgar'nan looks like a traumatized man with enormous ambition, daddy issues and a poor temper. We have no proof whatsoever that he could turn into a dragon like Mythal did. Thus, all his fiery tricks could simply be an exaggeration to support the idea that all gods possessed a divine shape. He was an incredibly strong fire mage who managed to form a new political party using military power, populism, and loud slogans. Was his father that bad as a ruler? Is he to blame for creating a monster that led Elven-rhino-ninja-turtles to its fall? We shall see. For now, have fun, play video games, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!